everyone. Good evening.
Shall start this session. Firstly, I am Alok Yadav from a core AR team, and today I
Alok, just a minute. We cannot see you. I mean, I cannot see you.
wait, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi, Ankit. Thanks for joining in. Good evening. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. I've never done an IG live, but thanks for joining in, Ankit.
Can I start?
Yes, yes. Go ahead, please.
Hello everyone, I am Alok Yadav from the core AR team. Being in a tier of three colleges, we always felt to lack of technical and overall growth activities in our college. AR Club organizes the events, sessions, and hackathons with the industry experts and companies to boost student learning and reward them with swags and prizes. Thank you so much for showing so much love and support in our previous event. Thank you all, guys. As you may know, today AR Club organizes the community Career Café collaboration with C3 Universe. Every superhero does not wear a cap. Sometimes they build a community. C3 Universe, also known as Community and Cold Coffee Universe, is a weekly virtual hangout session where community superheroes chats, chills, and discuss community building. Our virtual universe is spreading across different channels where our for meeting community superheroes, habitat, forum to discuss anything around community building in details. Gather town as our online cafe to chill and WhatsApp for quick chats. Community Career Cafe is the flagship event of C3 Universe happening this November for virtually connecting brands with their ideas, community enthusiasts, and the fair building their dream community. It is a job to provide internship, job opportunities, people with the vision and taste to tailor these communities catering to the need of respective companions. The main goal of the event to bridge the gap between companies and the employees looking for community related roles and bring awareness about the importance of community building by educating people on the career perspectives in the community. Today we have Miss Mary Priyanka with us guide to further to how grab internship and job in community careers. Priyanka is right now working with C3 Universe as chief of the community. And ma'am, please introduction.
Thank you. Thanks, Alok. Great. Hi everyone. Good evening, and it's really nice to have you all here. So, Alok, but just I still can't see you. Can you figure out so that I will feel that I'm not talking to myself. So, hi guys. Good evening, everyone. So this is Priyanka. I am working as a chief of community for C3 Universe, and today, I am going to take you all through how you can start a career in community and how you guys can build a career in community. So, Ankit has just put down our link in the chat. Thank you so much, Ankit. You can follow us, and honestly, community building is not rocket science. It's very simple and very easy thing that you guys can do. So, over to you, Alok, and I am super excited to answer all the questions.
Yes,
Am I
moving
clearly
forward.
audible? Sorry, guys. Someone is saying I'm not audible. Can someone say if I'm audible?
Sound is not clear.
Yeah.
If everyone has any issue, please drop in chat.
Yes. If you're not able to hear me, please let me know so that. Uh, Thank you, Ankit. Thank you so much. All right. Alok, I think we can go ahead.
Yes, moving forward, some important and awaited part of that is definitely questions. This time we have five sets of questions: basic, medium, and advanced about the journey of Priyanka in the community space, and then we will more detail about the event. After this, we have audience Q&A. So, audience, please write your questions after the our question part. Beginning with the basic ones, I would look to ask, what is the community management?
All right. So, community management is not something that is very difficult. Even before I answer that question, I am going to ask everyone who is here, all the 20 people who are here, have you ever been to a party or have you ever organized a party? Any party, birthday party, or let's say a college fest, or uh, a college event, or like a farewell party. I can think of only these now. Have you ever organized or have you enjoyed organizing these events? If yes, you can put a yes in the chat box. MTRS Music said yes. Himanshu will come to the skills part very soon. Harsh said yes. Anyone else? Have you all ever organized any events? Have you been a part of any parties? Any organized parties? Great. So you will definitely have multiple stakeholder management, and all essentially that you're doing is bringing a group of people together to have fun and to chill and to relax. To put it in very, very layman's words, community building is nothing but bringing a group of people that have a similar interest together. There might be multiple interests, but all of them coming together to discuss their problems, to have fun, to have conversations. Simple, it's very, very simple and straight. Community building is bringing people together. And if you have that skills of bringing people together, you can definitely become a very good community manager.
Awesome answer, ma'am. And next question I would to ask that what does community manager do?
Yes, that's the second step that all of you definitely need to know. What does a community manager do? As I mentioned, for you guys to understand, if you're organizing a party, what do? You definitely do a lot of management, bring in a lot of people, inform people that, hey, this is happening, please do come. Hey, this is what we are doing, please do come. You communicate a lot of it, right? So a community manager majorly does is communicating about what as a community we are giving to you, and you ask them the questions like what is it that you want, what is the problem that you're facing, or honestly, the community career cafe event that I'm going to talk in the later part is an idea that we got from our community itself. We asked our community members what is one problem that they are facing or one issue that we identified as people are not aware of how community can be chosen as a career. People are not understanding where they can find the opportunities, how they can apply, what are the skills they require. There are newbies in the industry are not understanding that. So we thought, why not do an event on this? So our CEO Deepak, he approached to our team, and Ankit who is here, Ankit and I, and also thanks Yukti for joining, Yukti and everyone who is here. All of us worked together, and we came up with this event. That's how you get problems from your community. You take that and you try to solve that as a community manager. And overall, your job looks very interesting if you are into this field. It looks very happy. It's always talking to people, becoming a people's person, understanding them, and continuously communicating with them is what a community manager does. Logistically, there are so many other things that we do, but to put it in a very simple word, you will actually do a lot of communication as a community manager.
Perfect. Ma'am, another question is what is the different roles are available in the community?
Right. The first two questions I answered are very much simple and very much straightforward, and maybe many of you might not have understood why is she talking so much, why is she giving so many examples. But this is a question that all of you might find value. Where and what are the roles that are available in communities? First, if you are a very newbie, there are tons and tons of internships out there that people are hiring for community role. So internships are available. There are freelancing opportunities available where you yourself can approach to a community, telling them that these are the skills that I have and this is how I can help your community. That's how you approach to get freelancing opportunities. And there are community manager full-time roles available out there. So to put them into three categories, these are the roles that are available. Apart from this, there are some other roles that are coming up, like community journalist. There's Sharanya in our team who is a community journalist. I think that's the most interesting role name that I ever heard. Then going ahead, in a very recent conversation we had, we identified that there's a lot of you know rules and regulations that has to be followed by a community, and we thought a lawyer can also be one of the important member in a community. So a law perspective also is coming into community, and multiple fields are definitely going to come into align with community. So I think there are different roles that are going to come up in the next coming 5 to 10 years, and it's going to evolve like really, really huge, and it's going to be a booming industry for you to build a very good career.
Excellent answers. And that is the end of our basic questions. And moving to the intermediate question. And first question is, where do you begin if you are newbie?
Right. So, honestly, like Himanshu is asking, how can I do it and how can I come into it? If you are a newbie and if you want to get into communities, I will list out three top skills that I think will be adding value. First thing will be excellent good communication. You will be needing absolutely good writing and good communicating skills for to begin with. Second thing is you should have that flair of getting people together. You should have that energy of bringing all the people together to come and talk to each other and to come spend time with each other. Third thing, on third on the top of my list for a newbie would be creativity. So you have to constantly come up with new ideas for a group of people to stay engaged, because engagement is something that all communities measure as a metric. So I think it's very important that these three skills, if you think you are having these three skills, I think you can definitely crack an internship with a lot of companies that are right now hiring.
Awesome, awesome. And second question is, what are the skills required to join a community as community manager?
Right. So let's assume you're not a newbie, you have all these skills, and but you want to crack a full-time job. There are some specific skills that people look at. According to me, having a very, very good understanding of data, visualizing data, and looking at it in a long-term perspective to understand how data can help your community grow and how it will bring a lot of engagement is one thing that a community manager definitely needs to know. Apart from that, you should be having that strong stakeholder management skills, because you work with multiple departments. You work with the marketing team, you will work with the design team, you work with the product team, you will also work with the tech team. So you should be having that super strong communicating skills. Back end itself, you should be able to communicate with all the stakeholders. So these are the top two skills if you are looking at a level up than internship. So the basic things, like I mentioned for all of you who is just joining, three skills that I would definitely recommend is communication, creativity, and people's person.
Excellent, excellent answer, ma'am. Third question is, how can one become a good community manager?
Okay, that's an interesting question. Becoming a community manager is easy, but if you want to become a great community manager, all you need is just my one single mantra is always listen to your community. Once you start openly listening to them, you'll understand, you will identify the problem statements yourself. So once you have your problem, then you'll start thinking of how to solve it. So be a very, very good listener, and I think you have to be extremely patient, like how the other departments show instant growth and instant numbers. Community is not like that. It takes a very long time for people to, understand and people to give back to the community. The trust that you build for a community is seen after a very, very long time. It's not an instant thing. So I think a community manager should also be extremely patient to look at the results that are coming. There are, but we measure the small wins that we have and we celebrate them. But if you want to see bigger results and bigger fruits, you have to really wait for a very long time.
Appreciative answer, ma'am. And after this answer, our intermediate question part is end. And let's know more about the community space in advance. And the first question is, what does the career trajectory look like?
Okay, so thanks for that question, Alok. Like, if you are someone who wants to get into community, you should definitely know what it looks like for the next 5 to 3 years at least. Otherwise, you might feel it as a waste of your time and energy. So I will answer this question so that you guys can take a decision if this is your cup of tea. First thing is like you will start with an internship, then you can go to a junior community manager level, then you can go to a community manager level, then you can go to you know chief of community level. Ultimately, that's the trajectory that you can see. Eventually, you will start developing skills that are required. You will start developing all the ideas and all that you will have. The community itself will teach you a lot. You need not go somewhere else to upskill yourself. As in how you keep talking to a community, you get new problem statements, you try solving them, and as you go ahead, you will definitely have a very good understanding of how you can build a career in this. But honestly, this will be a path where you will definitely earn good enough. I know a lot of you will definitely have that question, but this is the trajectory that I can tell you. You can start with an internship, then a junior community manager, senior community manager, director of community, chief community officer. These are some taglines or these are some designations that I saw as in the industry.
Nice answer, ma'am. And second question is the one of the most common question. What is the pay scale of community manager as a community manager?
Right. So it's super important. Like all of you will definitely want to know how much will I earn if I start into community. I think for an internship level, there is a very decent pay scale in the industry. It starts from somewhere around 5 to 10,000 will be an internship. The internship level of stipends that people are usually giving out. If you ask me for the highest pay scale ranges, I think I am actually, I by myself was like, wow, is this the highest pay scale that people are offering? I am shocked when I looked at a certain company's pay range. But according to a lot of studies, I think there are like 50,000 US dollars is something that average people are earning. I can mention one company that I recently came across. Bliss Club is hiring for a community manager, and they set up their booths with us. And their pay scale ranged from something from 20 lakhs to 40 lakhs. Like it's a very good pay, for a community manager in India. But abroad and for globally and internationally, community managers are in high demand. So I think also this demand spiked up after COVID because during COVID, our online presence has increased drastically. We started becoming part of lot of groups to, share because we are not able to directly communicate with people. So after COVID, your online presence has to be moderated and taken care by someone, and that's where community managers started emerging, especially in India. I saw people finding value in it. So when you join a group and when you want to share something with them, and when you want to like communicate and share your thoughts and express it openly, you should be given an importance, right? That's when community managers step in to help you and show you a path to be yourself and express yourself openly. So that's what we do at C3U. We always value our community members. We call them superheroes. We do a lot of swags. We encourage them to be themselves, understand their success story, understand their pain points. And that's how generally a community manager works. I am clubbing all my answers together. So with the amount of pay scale that you receive, there's also something called a delight factor in community management, according to me. At the end of the day, you will definitely feel good when you see you're creating impact in someone's life or you feel good when you're trying to solve a problem or when you're giving someone happiness through a tech product or through anything that you do for your community. So that's also something that you need to measure apart from the money that you're earning. So yeah, that's my answer. Alok.
Appreciative answer. Second one is we would to like to know about the journey of Miss Priyanka in the community space.
Right. Honestly, this is not a conscious decision that I took. It was it happened very naturally to me. So I was I worked with my captain earlier. So there I was a community engagement coordinator where I used to work with a team, and I learned community building. Only a year ago I know that community something called community existed, and I thought I can make a good career in this with the skills that I have. I realized all my skills are something that can help a community, be it any community. So I thought I can definitely build a good career in this, and I started taking that, started upskilling myself. Now I am working with C3U as a chief of community, so I do enjoy it on an everyday basis, and it's super happy place to be. And I think that's it about my journey as a community manager. I don't have as such, because it's not a conscious decision that I took. Eventually, when I realized my skills are something that's related to community, I took this path. So, if you are good at hosting, and if you are good at writing, or if you're good at moderating something, I think you can definitely get into community building.
It's awesome, ma'am. Awesome. Uh, Second one is whom do you approach for learning?
I have a couple of people like I really admire in the community industry. Deepak himself, who is our CEO, is like a super supportive person to me who keeps on telling me a lot of stuff on an everyday basis on how I build a better community. Apart from that, there's Richard Millington, whom I absolutely adore. His data insights about community building are just another level. So I learn a lot from him. There's David Spinks and there's Taylor Harrington and so many other people who I keep following on LinkedIn, and that's how I understand how community building can be better and how I can do it better on a daily basis.
Yes, because ma'am, our air club also building a community. Our air club
Right.
also building four communities at that time, present time. 1300 plus members are joined our community. So I asked.
Awesome. Congratulations, Alok and AR Club. It's like
Thank you,
super
ma'am.
happy to have so many people in your community.
Yes. Let's talk more about Community Career Cafe. And my first question is, what is Community Cafe and why we doing it?
Right. So, like all of you who asked, how do I get into internship or how do I get an internship? There are so many people who are not aware of community as a career. So, our community itself has given us this idea that we can do an event on this. So, we started and we brainstormed a lot on this. What we are doing with this event is we are telling world and we are telling people that community can be chosen as a career. First thing, but how do you get into it? What do you need to do to get into it? Is what we are trying to do through this event. We have a lot of speakers, guest speakers coming in to talk about how community can be chosen as a career. So that is first thing. Second most important thing is we have like more than 10 companies who are coming to set up booths with us. It's a virtual booth where you can go directly have conversation with these companies, understand their requirements, tell them that you have certain skills with you, like I have good writing skills. How do you think I can help your community? You can go approach these communities, tell them and show them your portfolio, resume, and tell these people that I have these skills, I want to get into an internship with you. You conversate with them. That's what we're trying to reduce the space between the companies and the community aspirants, essentially. So you guys can come to the event, directly talk to them, and see how you can be a right fit into their company.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice answer. And what will you get out of this event?
Right. As I just mentioned, the ultimate thing that you will get out of this is very simple. You will understand how community, you might have gotten a very little understanding of my talk with you today, where other people from the industry, the OGs of the industry coming in to talk more about communities. And there you'll better understanding of how your career path for the next 5 years or next 10 years will look like if you are into community building. First thing. The other thing is you will directly get to see which companies are hiring, what is it that they're actually looking for, what are the skills that you will need to develop, and what are the skills you already have. Once you directly talk to the hiring managers or the community managers from these companies, you'll definitely have a better exposure. First thing, even maybe or may not be you will be right away able to crack an internship, but I am sure the exposure that you get through this event will definitely put a thought in your head, so that the next time when you want to clear an internship or you want to get into something, this will definitely be a very good start for you if you are very new to community building.
Appreciative answer, ma'am. And last question is mine. Who are the companies hiring?
I am actually not completely aware of the companies. I mean, I am not, they are not in my head right now, but I can say a few. Growth School is hiring for interns. Bliss Club is hiring for interns. Bliss Club is hiring for a full-time manager. Um, I think, oh yeah, Orbiting is hiring for 200 plus community managers. How can I forget mentioning this? So, Orbiting is a company who set up the booth with us, and they're hiring for 200 plus community managers. I'm stressing this again, they're hiring for 200 plus community managers, and they are looking for interns only. So, on an initial basis. So, maybe this will definitely help all of you who are here to start somewhere in your community journey. These are a couple of companies that I can think of. Barely Opinionated is hiring for interns. So, yeah, these are the companies that I can right now think of.
Okay, that's a great session, and this time for the Q&A part of our members. And if anybody have any question, please drop in the chat box.
Right. If you guys have any questions, please drop it in the chat box. I'll take them up. I think someone was asking about skills earlier. I remember. Uh, Basic skills that you need are communication skills, creativity, that you can try to solve a problem statement by yourself, and good stakeholder management are
Finally,
finally.
finally.
Hi.
Sorry
Finally,
for interrupting, ma'am. I don't know why there is network issue and your screen is lagging and my also, and it's crashed.
right. I don't think that's a network issue. I think it's like Instagram like suddenly put me out and then I am back again. Cool.
I
Let's go for the questions part. For
Yeah.
all of you who just joined, if you have any questions on how you can get into internships or how you can get into a job, any question, what are the skills that you require, I am here to answer. I will be there for another 15 minutes, guys. Please go ahead and
Yes,
shoot your
yes.
questions.
Wait. Ask your questions, please, guys.
You can put it in the chat box, whatever you call it. All right. Hi, Kushi. Uh, any questions regarding how you can get into an internship or how you can crack a job or anything that you have, you guys can definitely ask, and I'm here for the next 15 minutes.
What is their club?
First
Please,
year, sorry, Alok,
ma'am.
go ahead.
Sorry. Firstly, one caller is asking what is AR Club. AR Club is a organization for JMIT, and we organize many of events such as this event and Hacktoberfest and giving swags and t-shirts and also from learning. Ma'am, please use that.
Awesome. So, guys, AR Club is something that is doing super amazing things in the community of students. And if you are a student and you want to get into some cool stuff, I think you have to join AR Club. And coming to the question part, first year students, can they take internship? Absolutely. It doesn't matter which year you're in or what you're doing. It's always the skills that matter. So if you are good at communicating and if you think you are good at gathering people together and giving them a sense of belonging, you're definitely into community and you can become a community manager. How can we make that happen? Good question. So let's say you want to build a sports community, like for cricket, because Indians are someone who love cricket. Gather a couple of people who love talking about cricket, host one event, asking them questions about cricket or asking them questions about players in India, players abroad, globally, how cricket is actually an industry and how is it making people fall in love with the game. So first you do an event, then you do a chat-based event in a WhatsApp group or wherever you create it. You can run conversations and you can, maybe that's how you can start your own community. And eventually you can think of monetizing the community by doing certain events for them or doing paid events for them, doing workshops for them to understand more about cricket or anything. So that's how you can start your own community if you want to have one for yourself. Divi is asking, how can we get internship? Divi, if you missed on the previous part, I work for C3 Universe as Chief of Community. So we, as a community of community builders, came up with a problem statement that community as a career is not being valued in India. So to take that and scale that to another level, we are doing an event on 3rd and 4th of November called Community Career Café, where we are bringing companies who are hiring for community roles, be it an internship, be it a full-time role, be it a freelancing opportunity. We are bringing all these companies onto one platform and you guys can join the event, directly have conversations with these companies, understand what they are looking for, understand what are the skills that they are looking for, and you can directly apply for all these internships. There are 7+ companies who are hiring for community interns right away, and Orbiting is hiring for 200+ community interns who will manage their community, and all of these are paid internships and you can find some value if you attend the event. Hi
Excellent
there.
answer, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other
Another
questions?
question? Yes.
Yeah.
Please ask if anybody have any question, any type of questions.
Right. Hi,
Thank you, sir.
Rohan. I would love to see you in the event. The registration link is with the AR Club team. Also, you can follow the C3 Universe page that is here. So you can follow us on Instagram. You will definitely have the links for registration and all in the next 2 days. Yeah, Orbiting is a startup and they're doing like amazing things and they're looking for a lot of interns. Awesome. They're doing a lot of stuff. I think you can definitely look into Orbiting. That's like very great company.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? So if any one of you, right, Rohan, you can definitely come attend our event and you can have a lot of conversation. And there's a question here. Any interview procedure for jobs? Okay, that's a very good question. So each company has its own policy and each company has its own method for hiring a community manager. For me, it was very, I can share my personal experience here. It was very candid. I can tell I had a very, very fair and simple conversation about just my understanding of how I value people. I told my CEO, I told Deepak, this is what I want to do for the community. This is realized if I am the community manager. I already showed him how I will do it if I am there. So that's how I got into this job. But for a regular and a normal community manager, the interview process can be something that they'll give you an assignment first. You have to understand and observe the community first. You yourself can identify a problem statement there and you can solve for it. that will show a lot of your skills and lot of your ideas and your creativity. That is one way that you can definitely approach to communities. And also there are a lot of companies who will already give you a task. Once you show your ability and skill in solving the problem statement that they give you, you can definitely crack an internship. I think I
Excellent answer.
answered. Yes, thank you, Alok. What would be the procedure for grabbing internship? Yeah, so we are doing this event exclusively to shorten the gap between the companies and you guys or anyone who is interested into community. So my simple answer would be attend the event. You can directly go talk to community managers, go talk to community people. So it's like how you go to a normal event and you go and talk to people. This is a virtual event where you go talk to community managers, hiring managers. So you can attend
Yes,
the
ma'am.
event, NPRS
Nice.
music.
Nice. Chanchal is asking, ma'am, innovation ideas are also matter in community.
Yes, definitely. The more the innovative you are, the more the chances that you get into a role. You being creative and you showing your own ideas is something the world is looking at. So definitely, innovative ideas make a lot of difference.
Nice answer, ma'am. But MTR music is also. But would we start on three because following different procedure of each company would take time.
What would be started on three? Oh, what do you mean by three? Are the three skills that you're asking? I am not sure of the question. Can you come again, MTRS music? Okay, so Mayank, you are MTRS music, right?
Am I running out?
Uh, Rohan, this is an offline, sorry. Yeah, this is an online event. I'm so sorry. So you can come attend and have a lot of fun with us. Okay, you're asking what is happening on 3rd, right? Hi, Mayank. Thanks for joining.
Can we start our
So Mayank, is that what you're asking? What is going to happen on 3rd November? I am not sure if that is your question.
I don't.
Awesome. Thank you, Rohan. Thank you so much for that word. I would love to see you and your community. Right. Yes, Mayam. So on 3rd and 4th are the 2 dates of the event. On 3rd, we have 2 guest speakers coming in to talk about community as a career. First, we will have Taylor Harrington. She is an amazing community person. I think she is going to take all through how you can build a beautiful career in community. Then we have Todd Nilsson, who is coming to talk more about how you can build a better community and how is the trajectory looking like. On 4th of November, we have Aditya Oberoi, who's coming to talk about how you can build a career in DevRel and community, how much they keep adding value, and how do you think your skills can be utilized to build a career in DevRel is what is the topic for 4th of November. And also on the second day, that is 4th of November, you can directly go talk to all the community companies who are right away hiring. Go pitch about yourself to them for the first 5 minutes of your conversation. And once if they are impressed with your first initial pitch, maybe if they reach out to us saying that, hey, I really liked Mayank's profile. I really want to have a second conversation with him. I want to look forward and take him for an internship or give him another chance. That's how you can get into internships. And all you need to do is come a little prepared about yourself, talk and pitch about yourself like really well. So that's it. I can give you that's one tip that I can give you before you come to the event. Try and prepare more about yourself and how you can confidently tell, yes, this is what I can do. I think that's enough. That's pretty much enough for you to for the first 2 days of the event.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for these questions. And anybody have another questions about C3 Universe, community management, and AR Club? Please ask.
I think there's one question that we missed. Deepak was asking which one most important skill set or competitive coding.
Competitive coding.
So I am not the right person to answer that question, but if you missed on the initial conversation that we had, you need a lot of people skills, a lot of communication skills, stakeholder management, and data visualization are something that as a community manager you will. Since couple of you have just joined, if you want to get into internships, there are certain skills that you might need. Something like moderating, hosting an event, writing something about community. You can write community blogs. You can write community content. You can write, copies for the socials of a community page. Like someone has to write a copy for the C3 Universe page that we are running. So we have Yuki in our team. She is our media person and she'll write all the content, but she's still working with the community. So there is a very, very, I do not say community and social media is completely different, but still there is a very close and there is a thin line, I can say that there is a very close alignment to both these departments. So even if you're into social media, you can come into community and there's definitely a crossover for both the roles. What skills set in the first year student? Uh, like I said, you will definitely need a good grasping skills. You should definitely have, people management skills. People should come and talk to you. People should love talking to you, and you should build that aura around you. You should build that, presence around you, so that people will love coming to you and talking to you. That's the best thing that you can do to build a community.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I'll take up one last question, guys. If there is anything, if you have missed the live, there's already the recording is up, I guess, on PR Club page. You can
Yes,
go
ma'am.
rewatch it. But yeah, one last question, if any one of you is having, is how to crack an internship is what I already discussed. Other than that, if there's any other question, you can ask.
Ask any question if you want regarding C3 Universe, community management.
Thank you. Okay, even before I close, I think I have to really thank Mayank and Alok. So Mayank reached out to me saying that we are at I3 college students and we definitely are not having a good exposure and the good vibe that communities have, and we are definitely not open to all the opportunities. Nobody is telling us anything. So that's when I realized that people should know. Community is not a
Yes,
rocket
ma'am.
science, and at some point of time, all of us are part of different communities. Even from our childhood, we have been part of a lot of communities, but we just don't realize that. So now that this has become a buzzword and people are talking a lot about it, I thought we will definitely do one live or do one small catch up with all of you guys so that you will understand how to build community. So as the community help us start our own business. Absolutely. Now, I understood the question that how brands are building communities. Every brand wants its own community because they don't want to look at their customers as customers anymore. They want to evolve with their customers, feel, give their customers a sense of belonging, and they want them to be a part of their own product. So for the product to evolve, they definitely need feedback, they need suggestions, and I think only a community can help you do that. If you are a customer, you will definitely not value it. Once you feel belong to that product or belong to that brand, you will start resonating with all its values, mission, and vision. Then you start giving feedback, and when you are involved in the product building itself, you will definitely find value. That is why all the brands are trying to build their own communities, and there are so many brands that have their own communities. For example, one of the biggest thing I can mention is OnePlus. OnePlus has something called Red Club. Sorry, Red Cable Community or something. I am so sorry, I forgot the name. So all of this is on an active thing where they put questions, they ask their people to involve, they ask them to, ask questions, give answers. They do certain events as well. So that's how people are finding value out of it and how brands are trying to leverage it. And eventually, this Leveraging will turn them into customers, and then they will be turned into sales, and community can be a lot of benefit in different domains for a single company. How can we encourage people to join our community? I think I've answered this already. One thing
Yes.
is that value, the kind of content that you put out, the kind of feel that you give for your community members is how they value it back. You understand your members properly, listen to them, clearly understand what they want, and if you give them directly that on their face, they'll definitely join. Once you start doing that, nobody will leave your community. Instead, they will start giving more back to the community. Yes, Mayank, I completely agree. Uh,
Appreciate the answer,
Content
ma'am.
is something that helps community grow. All right, I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that's the
Appreciate your
last
answer,
question I
ma'am.
had
And
today.
last two
Thanks a lot,
questions you have taken.
Mayank. Yeah, thank you. So thank you so much, Mayank and Alok. It was really lovely having a conversation with all you guys. And I absolutely loved being here today. And I would love to see you all in the event that we are doing, guys. There are a lot of events open, and maybe you can crack one. And even I am on all the WhatsApp groups that you guys are having. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have questions and if you want to know more about community building. I am definitely here to help you out. And yeah, glad to have you all here, and I'll see you around sometime again. Bye, guys. Thank you so much, Mayank and Alok. I think we'll
Yes.
definitely keep doing
Thank you,
more.
ma'am, for joining us and giving a very graceful session to our members and community.
Right. Thank you, Alok. All right. See you, everyone. Bye. Good night.
Yes, ma'am. If anybody have another questions, please ask regarding AR Club and community. community के तो हो ही गए.